All right, hello wine drinking people. We are back and getting ready for an all-star lineup of events next week. If you love Bordeaux, we still have a little room in our Grand La Rose tasting on Tuesday night. And then we've got our big event coming up. That's what I'm here to talk to you today about, folks. Chateau Latour, one of the 5 first grows of Bordeaux. And hey, we like to start the new year out with a bang. You never know, man. You could get hit by a bus. You could fall into a big sinkhole. Anything could happen. So when I get a great bottle of wine in, like from a legendary vintage, like a 1928 Latour, one of the things I start planning is drinking that wine. And we have had the 28 on a couple of occasions. This is the second bottle that I've been lucky enough to open. And I have to say, I compared it to the bottle we opened 2 years ago. It looked exactly identical. So I'm crossing my fingers. We got a good bottle of the 28. But hey, we've got 10 other vintages of this legendary first growth. Château Latour's history goes back to the 14th century, and this is a chateau that's been owned by several famous families. The Ségur family was one of the families that owned it around the turn of the century when it was classified as a first growth in 1855, and there was 4 chateaus classified as first growth in 1855, but at the very top of the classification was Château Latour. And a lot of people feel like this is the longest lived of all the first growths. Château Latour has got the greatest legs. And one of the things that makes Latour unique is the vineyards. Third of the vineyards, 50% of the vineyards rather, are covered with gravel pebbles the size of eggs. And one of the things that Cabernet Sauvignon loves in the Médoc is nice draining soil. And that gravel helps the soil to drain and for those roots to go very deep. And you get a lot of that pronounced terroir from wines like this. Hey, Château Latour makes a second wine. In 2005, the Wine Spectator said, we don't know why they make a second wine. They rated it the same score as the first wine. So the last decade or two, Château Latour really has kind of separated itself from the pack a little bit, although Château Lafite today kind of takes first in terms of profit, because it's just a phenomenon what's going on with Château Lafite now in pricing. But Latour, just 5 years ago, was the #1 money bringer at Futures on release. So it's amazing how quick things can turn around. But hey, no verticals of Château Lafite tonight. A vertical of Château Latour, like I said, going back to 28, featuring vintages like 1966, 1975, 1982, 1985, 1986. We've got 1998, 2006. Some great vintages, 10 in all. You know, we'll be starting out probably with some champagne and finishing out with the great Sauternes. And we still have a few seats left for this. If you guys are interested in taking down some Château Latour with us next Friday night, you better hit the respond button quickly on this, because I think we only have 2 or 3 seats left. Chef Oliver Saucy will be putting together a few small courses to accompany the tasting wines, and then we'll be ordering off the menu for dinner. And everything is included, except for tax. Everything's included. Tip, dinner, $895, which is less than the cost of many of these bottles of Latour that we'll be opening up. So it may be a little bit expensive, but hey, if you want to experience Château Latour, this is the way to do it. Through several decades, some great vintages, and sitting down having a lovely dinner with great friends. And check out everything we've got here from Château Latour. We also have several things available for sale. We've got a great collection of this first growth here in the store, and it's all on this offer. Check it out. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.